And I like the aspect where it'll also charge the battery. I had so many instances. I managed drivers. They would plug in air fryers, Xboxes, the fridge, everything along the inverter strip. That was the worst part. So for me, that's super important because they'd wake up and start their day and then their battery's dead. And I got called 45-minute, wait for somebody to boost them off. Is that one of the things? I'm assuming there's capabilities? Can I ever tell my drivers like stop plugging in so much stuff? Is the technology reaching that point where it's like, hey, I know you love this air fryer, but don't forget to unplug it?
It is, and so what we try to do, it's sort of you'd appreciate this, right? It's the what you call the $500 ham sandwich. I leave for the weekend. I have a ham sandwich I don't want to lose, so I leave my refrigerator on, and then I have a dead batteries, and I have a $500 jump start, right? Because my batteries have gone dead because of the refrigerator. One of the things we do is again, driver, even when the driver leaves for the weekends, he or she turns the key off, they leave, we're automatically looking at the batteries. If we see too many starts, and that really is defined by a fleet, so maybe it starts 6 times in a day because again the guy left his ham sandwich in the refrigerator, we're going to send an alert to the appropriate person and say you've had a lot of battery starts. This is something you're going to want to go look at, right? So what we're trying to do is not just overwhelm fleets with information, but give them what we call actionable information, right? Here's an exception. Here's what we're seeing. If you've had 8 starts on your battery over the course of 2 days, you have an issue. It's worth looking at. And so we're trying to, again, be it time saving, not time using. And so, and it happens all the time. Just there's so much parasitic load in these trucks. The draw is immense. And, for a driver, it's what's worse than not being able to drive, right? And so it actually helps them as well, too. Just when their wheels are moving, they're making money. And that's what we're focused on.
I like the smart portal. You're the first person who's mentioned parasitic load in a non EV standpoint. Apparently, if you want to make people really sweat, you ask them what the parasitic load is on their EVs when it's charging. Turns out that if you hear a random noise, it's a type of parasitic load, and they don't know what the noise means. It's a real fun one. That's some bar trivia. Next time you see some EV people, ask them about their parasitic load.